What's going on YouTube? My name is Darren. I'm the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. I'm into fashion and fragrance. Of course, mostly we talk about fragrances on this channel, but I also like to throw some style tips in there as well, because my goal is that every day that you step out there that you look and smell your best. So if you're into that kind of content, subscribe to the channel and make sure you hit the bell icon as well, so that way anytime I upload a new video on YouTube, you'll be one of the first people to get notified. So guys, this is one of those comprehensive lists today. I'm going to be talking about the only 5 fragrances you really need as a guy, or maybe it could be as a woman as well, to wear when it's hot outside, man, during the months of the summer. Listen, I know a lot of people have rather large collections and things of that nature, but honestly, you don't really need that many fragrances. So what I want to talk about today again is if you are really one of those people that really love your fresher fragrances, more citrus, more aquatic type fragrances, again, fragrances that we would typically find that are appropriate for the summertime, then this may be the right list for you, because I have 5 fragrances, designer and niche, from different price points, but none of them too expensive, that I think would be great for any guy to wear. So again, if you want to do a small collection of summer fragrances, in my opinion, these are 5 of the best that you can find at various price points. So if you want to see what's on the list, you guys know the routine. Keep it locked right here. Let's get it.
The Bowtie Fragrance Guy.
All right, guys, we are back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked in. Let's go ahead and jump into the video. Now, the first one that I want to start with is the most cost-effective fragrance on the list. And that fragrance comes from the house of Dolce & Gabbana, and this is Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Eau Intense. Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Eau Intense. Now, this fragrance right here comes from a line of fragrances that every year around the summertime, Dolce & Gabbana releases a new variation or a new iteration of the light blue line. You know, the last couple years have been light blue forever and all these different things. But honestly, if you really only would choose, or I only would choose one out of that whole entire line of light blue fragrances, it would be this one right here. And that's Light Blue Eau Intense. All right. Light Blue Eau Intense. This particular fragrance can be found on discounters for around that, you know, depends on where you look, $45 to $60 price point in most cases, but it is the perfect, in my opinion, fragrance to wear in the summertime. Like most of the fragrances that come from this line of Dolce & Gabbana light blue fragrances, it has a very aquatic and marine feel to this fragrance. It opens up with grapefruit. I think there's some mandarin orange in here. There's this, all of them kind of have this sea salty marine accord in the heart of the fragrance, and it dries down to some amber wood, which is a synthetic form of ambroxan, with some musk. Again, it's kind of relatively simple note breakdown, but typical for an amazing summer fragrance, and that definitely is what I would classify this scent as. So as you kind of filter through all of the different variations and flankers of this particular brand, I think it always goes back to this one as being probably the best one. And again, that's Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Eau Intense. All right, guys. Now, the next fragrance that I would tell you guys, if you would only need 5 summer fragrances, this would be the next one that I would highly recommend to you guys. This one is probably going to be around that $120 price point, but it's from the brand of Chanel, and that's Chanel Allure Homme Edition Blanche. Again, one of my favorite summer fragrances of all time. This fragrance has often been described as a creamy lemon fragrance. And I think if you really want to simplify it, that's the best way to describe this fragrance. The opening is going to give you, again, that zesty lemon and bergamot opening. And it is contrasted on the dry down with some creamy sandalwood. Then, of course, the sweetness comes from vanilla and tonka bean. That's really what this fragrance is all about. Like I said, creamy lemon goodness. It's often been described as a lemon meringue pie, and I guess I can go with that reference because of the sweetness and, of course, the very prominent opening of lemon that you get in this fragrance. But man, all I can tell you is that this thing is absolutely phenomenal. One of those fragrances that when I run out, I'm definitely going to be picking up myself a backup bottle. So check this one out if you haven't yet. I'm sure you'll like this one. From the house of Chanel, this is Chanel Allure Homme eaudegingembre. All right, guys, now the next fragrance that I want to talk about, it's a little bit harder to find, but if you go directly to the website, I know for a fact you can find it. It's in stock. It's usually between $180 to $200, depending on where you look. From the brand of Ramon Monegal, the Ibiza collection, this is laislablanca. Laislablanca. And I love this fragrance because it gives me a very tropical feel. And again, anytime I think tropical, I think summertime. Now, to me, I have always said it smells like there's coconut in this, but if you look on the official website, there is no coconut. All right. But what you get in this fragrance, you're definitely going to get the dates and almond combination in this fragrance that gives it this nuttiness that is very unique when you pair it with that more tropical feel that you're going to get from this fragrance. Now, there's also heliotrope in here that's very prominent to my nose, a banana-like ylang-ylang note, as well as some sandalwood and guide wood on the dry down. Again, this thing is absolutely phenomenal. It is one of those perfect vacation kind of fragrances, kind of like when I think about Virgin Island water from Creed. This really does the same thing in my humble opinion. So perfect for the summertime, and again, very unique scent profile, and that's what I really love about it. So check it out. It's from the brand of Ramon Monegal. This is called laislablanca. All right, guys, now the next fragrance is going to come in around that $250 price point, and this is from a brand of Maison Sur. You guys know what this is because I talk about it all the time. It may just be the best summer fragrance in the world right now to me, and this is called eaudegingembre. Now, I've talked about this one a lot on the channel. Anytime I talk about fragrances that are great for the summertime, I'm probably going to bring this fragrance up. Again, the translation of this name is ginger water. So obviously, ginger is the note that this fragrance is centered around. All right, so you're going to get a really nice, vibrant ginger note in this fragrance. It also gets a little bit creamy on the dry down, and that's coming from that fig. And you guys know, I've told you, I really love what fig does in most fragrances that I have smelled that contains the note of fig. But again, not to really go on and on about this one because I've talked about it so much here as of late. But again, it's just the perfect fragrance to wear in the summertime. Very uplifting. So check this one out from the house of Maison Sur. Again, this one is called eaudegingembre. All right, guys, and last but not least, the fifth one in my fragrances of the only 5 summer fragrances that you need. This one usually retails for around $275 from the brand of Xerjoff, and this is Neo. This is Xerjoff Neo. This is simply one of the best bergamot neroli fragrances that you are going to find. Now, there's Bergamot 22 from Le Labo that kind of fits in this category as well as a few others that I think are absolutely fantastic, phenomenal fragrances. But this too is the one to me that it kind of comes back to. And like I said, Bergamot, neroli, you're definitely going to get some vetiver in this as well. And there's a little bit of a spicy kick in here that I love that comes from nutmeg that really makes this scent profile kind of head and shoulders above some of the others that I have that is kind of in a similar, and it has a similar scent profile. But Xerjoff Neo, regarded by many as one of the best summer fragrances, and definitely one that I would say, obviously, if you only had a collection of about 5 summer fragrances, this is definitely the one that you would need to have. This will be for your dressier occasions, man. So check this one out as well. It is from the brand of Xerjoff, and this is Xerjoff Neo. Well, that is it, guys. That is my time, man. I hope you enjoyed this video today. As always, I sincerely appreciate your time and your attention to these videos. I know you don't have to watch, but you do, and I sincerely appreciate that. And don't forget to make sure you take a few moments out to make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you're sharing these videos out to some other folks out there that you think could use this information or find it entertaining. Because I'm your boy, Darren. I'm the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. I love to look good, and of course, I love to smell amazing. So until next time, guys, keep looking good, keep smelling even better. I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.